I don't have a proper music education. I always loved music for some reason ever since I was a child. So I've been playing when I was a kid. I got a tiny little keyboard with a rhythm section and like a built-in speaker, and I made my own techno tracks on that one, which was of course really horrible. But so I always done this. I always experimented on my own, and I made a couple of courses to like learn how synthesizers work. I love this vintage machine because it's so inexact. It's really sensitive to weather, and if it's like warm or if it's cold, it's tuning out all the time and going in and out of tune. It's been an interest, and I never thought I would actually work with music. So I always thought it would be like a hobby. But then when I met Nathalie and started working with her on the exhibitions, I took it more seriously, and now I'm actually doing it full time. Inspiration comes from everywhere. I like all kinds of music that's good. So, but I listen to a lot of, what you say, like Aphex Twin, of course. Of course, I love Aphex Twin, and I used to listen to Berg a lot for inspiration for the film music I do, and all kinds of techno. And I just recorded some birds out in the forest for this installation piece that was in the forest, and I pitched them down and worked with effects to make like my own sort of semi-abstract pad. And that's always fun to combine the analog synths with organic sounds and then mangle them up in the computer. It's a great combination to do digital and analog like this. You can really get the best of both worlds. People shouldn't be afraid to start doing stuff. Buy a synth. It's nice to have something to actually work on with your hands, or drum machine or whatever, and just start hammering away. And after a while things will become clearer, and you will know what you're doing more and more, and suddenly there's music. I use this a lot on my track In Dreams, which was also a part of an exhibition, outdoor installation in a sculpture park in Sweden. So I wanted the music to be very organic because it's out in nature, and this machine is perfect for making organic sounds. So when you touch a knob a little bit, it's like changes the sound a lot, and sometimes doesn't change a lot at all. So, let's see. I don't really have any good tricks. I don't really know that much, and I don't think you have to. I know like basic synthesis, but I'm not an expert, so I just play around. If you have like a vintage analog synth like this, you can play around with your hands. I have a lot of synths in software synths as well, but it's not the same at all. And this is always different, whatever you do. Like, you know, if I would write down the setting on this one and try to recreate it, it would never be the same. I collaborate with the Swedish artist Nathalie Djurberg, and I make music for installations and video animations. But I also do techno music, and a good way to start a techno track is with the modular, of course, because it's weird and it works perfectly for that. And when I bought this, I didn't even know that there were different kinds of synthesis. You had this East Coast and West Coast synthesis, and just by luck, because recommendations from people, I bought this a lot of make noise modules, which is mostly West Coast synthesis. So it's really weird. It's a bit different from the Moog kind of synths I have. So now I'm just gonna play something. I just plugged in stuff in this little sequencer I have here. This is a typical way to start a track. It sounds pretty. Doesn't sound very good now, but it's okay. Maybe wants to make some cool techno. And I just improvise a little bit like this. I mean, this is not very good, but it's could be something. Maybe some other oscillator. This telharmonic is pretty cool. Oh, the other one was better. And then add some drums. I just had the kick here. Change, yeah. And then a lot of stuff is happening live when I just record the track then, and I do a lot of things on the fly. Sometimes I make just 20 minutes recording and cut out the best parts of it. Maybe this would be best. In the end, maybe this was the best one. One little blop. And this Swedish synth here is amazing, made by a Swedish guy or Polish living in Sweden. It's crazy good sound on this one, and this is semi-modular, so I can hook this up to the modular system and make this whole array of synths here. And also this make noise O-coast here. It's also semi-modular, so, and I have this sequencer, so, and this filter here. So everything here can be connected into one major synth thing, which is pretty fun. Maybe play some of the O-coast. And this is a new filter I bought. Which is pretty nice. And of course the analog rhythm. But it's so good. You can make crazy stuff with this. And I use this sometimes also when I'm traveling. Maybe I just bring this one and make loops on it. Just come up with some different stuff. Let's see what I have here. This has so much bass in the kicks and everything. And I really like to just make some loops and edits and stuff on this one. It's really nice way to improvise some music and make something, get something going. Let's see how this sounds put together with this one. And you just sit and improvise all day long and see what happens, basically. Yeah, something like that. It's always a little bit chaotic when I do stuff like this, and then somehow gotta bring order to it and make a track of it, and that's the most difficult stuff. I mean, it's easy to just play loops like this, but it's making an actual track of it is more the most difficult thing.